My name is Blake Prophet, and today I'm going to be doing a demonstration on how to show a rabbit in 4-H in South Carolina. In a South Carolina 4-H show, the judge uses the same judging sheet as they would at an Rabbit Showmanship. And that is basically a health examination of a rabbit. My rabbit's name is Patches, and he is going to be helping me do the examination. The very first thing you want to do when you approach the table, approach the judge at the show, is pose your rabbit. You pose your rabbit according to the body type of your rabbit. So this rabbit is a Holland Lop, and his body type is compact. And this is what you want him to look like. This is a compact body type pose. And then you're going, after the pose, you're going to tell the breed of the rabbit, age of the rabbit, the sex of the rabbit, and also the body type. As I said, this rabbit is a Holland Lop. His age is a senior, so that means that he is older than 6 months old. And he is a buck, which means that he is a male. And a doe is a female rabbit. So he is a senior buck. A junior buck would be a rabbit that is less than 6 months old, or a female rabbit that's less than 6 months old would be a junior doe. The very first step to the health examination is to start with the ears. When you're looking at the ears, they're looking for any mites or canker. They're looking for any torn or missing portions of the ear. And also, they're looking for the ear to be well fur covered, not any patchy spots where the fur might be missing. Make sure that you show the judge both ears when you're doing this. And then some rabbits will have a tattoo. The tattoo will always be in the left ear. If your rabbit has a tattoo, make sure to tell the judge the tattoo number. So Patch's tattoo number is BP1. The next step, and this is a very important part of the examination, is to flip your rabbit over onto its back. You want to take one hand and grab its ears very easily, and take your other hand and slide it under the rabbit's bottom. Be very gentle when you do this. And you just want to grab it and flip your rabbit over. One thing you want to do when you're showing the rabbit when it's on its back is don't go between both hands when you're showing. You always want to have hold of the rabbit's ears with one hand. Don't be changing your hands. The next part is the eyes. You're looking to see that your rabbit doesn't have any walleye, moon eye, weepy eye, or conjunctivitis. And again, you want to show both eyes when you're doing this. You also want to show that your rabbit is not blind. You can take your pinky finger and brush it across their eyes, and as long as they blink, you know that your rabbit is not blind. And make sure that the judge can see that. And then the very last thing you need to know about the rabbit's eyes is its color. This rabbit's eyes is brown, and that goes with his fur color. Next thing you want to show is the nose. you're looking for signs of cold, which is what they call sniffles. You're also looking for any mucus around the nose. And you're looking to make sure that the rabbit's nose doesn't have any missing fur, and that it's not raw or red looking. This rabbit in particular does have a little bit of a raw nose because he's been rubbing it on the side of his cage. But you want to make sure, or try to fix that situation when that's happening, because the nose can get so raw that it'll bleed, and it's just not really good for your rabbit. Next part is the teeth. So you want to take your pointer finger and your thumb and stretch back. It's kind of the lips on the rabbit, and that will show the teeth. You want to show the judge that the teeth are not chipped or broken, that they don't have any buck teeth, peg teeth, wolf teeth, or malocclusion, and also that they're not missing any teeth. Next thing is, if your rabbit is a breed that has a dewlap, you want to show the dewlap. Only does, female rabbits, have a dewlap. If they do, you want to stretch out the dewlap, show the judge. The dewlap is just a piece of skin that hangs below their chin, and it will be very densely fur covered. And the judge is looking under that and at it to make sure that it's not raw or missing a lot of fur. Next thing is the front legs. You want to show that they're not crooked or broken or deformed. Again, you want to show both legs. And then you want to show that they have all 5 toes and toenails on both feet. So you want to pull the fur back, and that will show the toenail and the toe, and count them for the judge. So Patches has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toes. The 5th toe will be the dew claw, and that is located farther up on the paw. And the judge is looking specifically for that to make sure that your rabbit does have a dew claw on both feet. And then the next paw, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you want to show the stomach of the rabbit. You're showing that there's not any blemishes in the fur, which would be like knots. You want to make sure that the stomach is smooth, that it doesn't have any abscesses, abnormalities, or tumors. You also want to make sure that your rabbit's stomach is well fur covered. You want to make sure that your rabbit doesn't have pigeon's breast, and that'll be where the chest of the rabbit will be bowed out. And it'll be very noticeable. You can feel it, and you'll be able to see it. And you want to do the back legs. You want to show that they're not crooked or broken or deformed. And again, you want to count the toes and toenails on the back feet. The back feet will only have 4 toes and toenails because they do not have a dew claw on the back feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4 toes and toenails on this foot. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 toes and toenails on this foot. Next part is the hocks on the back feet. You want to make sure, and that's right here, and that's kind of their heel. You want to make sure that it is well fur covered, that it is not raw or scabbed over. And also if the hocks are real raw, they can bleed. So you want to show that none of that is going on. Next part is the sex. He is a buck. When you're looking at the sex, you want to show that he doesn't have any vent disease, split penis, and also that it's not raw down there or anything like that. Then you want to show the tail. You want to show that the tail is well fur covered, that it's not broken, crooked. If it's crooked, it's called corkscrew tail, and that'll be where the actual tailbone is like a corkscrew, and it will be very deformed. You want to show that the tail is not wry or dead. That'll be where all the fur is gone off the tail, and there really won't be anything there. It really will look like he doesn't have a tail. Then you want to flip the rabbit over. And when you do that, make sure that his bottom is facing towards the judge. And you want to show the fur type. So this is a Holland Lop. So he has rollback fur. All different rabbits have different kinds of fur type. There's 5 different fur types. Holland Lops, all Holland Lops have rollback. So when you're showing the fur type, you can cup your hand, pull it back, and it will roll back into place if it is rollback fur. If you have a rabbit that has flyback fur type, the fur will fly back into place immediately. Then you want to tell the judge the color of your rabbit. This rabbit is a Harlequin color. And then you want to tell about the quality of the fur. Patches is shedding right now, so his fur is not as thick as it would be, as it normally is. It's not as smooth as normal, but it is shiny. And as he continues to shed, his new coat will come in and it will thicken up, and it will be a lot better quality. The next part is optional. So all different breeds of rabbits, 50 breeds of rabbits are recognized by ARBA, American Rabbit Breeders Association, and each one of those breeds has different qualities that they look for at an ARBA show. At ARBA show, they're just specifically looking at the rabbit, the body of the rabbit, and to see if it meets the criteria that they have set for that breed. So you can kind of impress the judge by knowing the qualities of your breed of rabbit. So I like to go through the rabbit and tell the qualities of my specific rabbit. So for Patches, he has a little bit of it's not as arched as it should be in his back. Should be more of a curve to his back. He does have a broad face, and that is a big thing that they look for in Holland Lops at ARBA. If you look at his face and you cannot see the eyes when you're looking straight ahead, that shows that your rabbit has a nice broad face and that it's good quality. The next thing is the crown. This is a lop-eared rabbit, so the crown is what the ears sit on. When you're showing the ears, you want to determine if he has a good crown, his ears will line up with his eyes. Patches has a nice crown. His ears line up well. And then the very last thing after you do that is to pose your rabbit again. He's not wanting to do it right now, but their pose is to be sitting up, back arched, and his feet tucked underneath his chin. So that concludes showmanship of a rabbit, the health examination. And another thing that you need to know when going to a 4-H show is how to dress. You want to have a button-up shirt. It needs to be tucked in with long pants and a belt. You want to have on closed-toed shoes. If you have long hair, make sure that it is put back, and that'll keep your hair from getting in your face and bothering you while you're trying to show. And then you also want to not have on any shiny jewelry or anything during showmanship, because that will distract your rabbit when you're trying to do showmanship, and that can mess you up. So as long as you know those things, you'll be good at a show. The more practice you put in to getting your rabbit ready for the fair, the more you'll get out of it. And so I hope that this helps some of our new 4-Hers this year to learn showmanship a little bit better. And I hope you enjoyed this video.